There are stories about Quan Bodhisattva related with being a lady. She was a woman, and she was like a nun. One time she was born in Asia, somewhere, China. She was married to a man, and it was okay, everything okay. One night she saw her husband, this one hair growing out the wrong place. It looked unbecome, look wrong. So she used a knife. I don't think they have a scissor at that time. She take a knife and she wanted to cut it. And suddenly the husband awoke, maybe pulled it a little bit and it hurt, ow, and then he awakened. And he thought she wanted to kill him. And then he sounded the alarm and the whole family woke up and want to bring her to justice, So she run away, and disguised as a man and come into a temple to stay there, want to be a monk, shave head and wearing monk robe and everything. Novice only there. And then one of the temple goers, a girl, fell in love with him. Actually, it's a her, but fall in love because she's a woman and disguised as a man. So the beauty is even double. And she was young, beautiful. And became a man, still very beautiful, even more beautiful than if it's a man. No beard, no rough face, So one girl fell in love with this woman-man monk. And then she keep eyeing him and seducing him. But of course, she's a woman, not interested. Even a monk normally try to run away from seduction, not to talk about woman. And she keeps refusing and trying to avoid and all that. And then this woman, this girl was a lady of some influential family, and so she make hell. And then she, out of frustration or maybe want to make trouble or just to satisfy her desire and bodily lust, she had an affair with the servant or something, and pregnant. And then, of course, at that time, if you're pregnant without a man, it's a big, big, big crime, especially if you are a lady of good standing. So they beat her up, the court. Dig a hole in the ground so that her stomach don't get hurt. Make her lay down with the stomach in that hole, so not hurt the baby. And then try to beat her up so she can confess. He didn't have to beat much. He said he's a monk in that temple. He's a father, okay? Of course, what she cannot have, she wants to make trouble for him, You want to force him into marrying her. But he still don't marry, don't want nothing, just bad reputation. But because there's no evidence, they cannot do anything to the monk also. Even then, it harms his reputation. After she gave birth to that child, the whole family, and she brought the child to give it to that Quan Bodhisattva woman monk to take care. He also didn't say anything, accept the baby and go out back in milk to feed the baby until he grow up. And of course the temple throw him out, but take pity on him because the abbot asked him, she always say, no, I did not, But then still, the law is the law. The temple, you cannot have a monk who has, a reputation and having an affair with somebody and making trouble, So nevertheless, the abbot still feels sorry for him or her and let her stay outside, nearby the temple, outside of the ground, but next to the temple. So still can have somewhere to stay, like a little hut. So to take care of the baby. And she begging for milk every day, but she never complained or anything. Till the baby grown up, okay. And then one day she got sick and died. And then after she died, everybody realized that he actually was a she. And he was wrongly accused. And then they beat that woman up again. And she confessed it's because she was infatuated with him, but he refused her all the time. So she want revenge, he, him, her. So make up the story like that. That is one of her stories. There are other kind of stories as well. So this is a patient endurance of real saints. Yeah, they don't care. There's also another story, some maybe Japanese or Chinese, maybe Japanese monk, Zen monk somewhere. And also another infatuation from some of the so-called disciples or temple goer, incense burner, apple offerer to the Buddha, and then eat afterward. Also like the monk, but the monk did not like. And then she also, had pregnancy with somebody else and then blame it on him. And then after she has the baby, they bring it to him and say, this is your kid. He say, oh, is that so? And then now you have to take care of him. He say, oh, is that so? And they left with the baby, and then he took care also. He didn't say anything. He only said, is that like that? Is that so? Meaning, is that what you said? He doesn't say that what you said is not true. He just surprised. Is that so? Whatever, meaning whatever you say is fine. And he took care of the baby too. That's closer to modern time.